While other cowboys in the area were noted for being respectful gentlemen, it was quite a different story for Happy Jack Jackson. Originally from Texas, Happy Jack was a hard-working cowboy who drifted from the States. It was his sole profession, and everyone who knew him noticed his impressive skill when it came to roping, riding, and shooting. Usually, Happy Jack was too busy for women. He often found work to be much more important. But one day that changed. Jackson had somehow fallen for a girl. Determined and proud, he cleaned himself up after work and headed to the woman's house. As soon as he got there, he knew it was a mistake. Jack witnessed the lady being helped into a buckboard by another bachelor. He headed home. The next morning, Jack arrived at the cafe in which the other man worked and saw him standing behind the counter. On the counter laid a chocolate pie. Happy Jack silenced the room when he picked up the pie, threw it into the man's face, and kicked him out the door. No one dared question him. After that incident, Jack's little interest in women had waned even less. It was time to get back to what he loved, and when an opportunity to leave town came up, he took it. Gordon and Ironsides were looking for men to travel with a trainload of cattle to Canada. Jack took a job with them, and in 1903, he found himself north of the Red Deer River at the Mexico Ranch. Jack took a job with Lord de Laval Beresford, who owned the ranch. Beresford was a British lord who led a colorful life. He left his ranching operations in Mexico during the Revolution and built on the Red Deer River because of the amazing grass and open grazing land. Many of the workers on the ranch were also from Texas, so it made Jack feel a little more at home. Not long after, the foreman of the ranch quit due to the challenges of Canada's climate. Beresford had to hire someone new to take care of the place, and thus promoted Jack to be the new foreman. Jack started various projects as foreman. He hired a logman from Michigan to build 2 new houses, one for the workers to share and one for Lord Beresford. The Lord's house was quite different in comparison and had many more luxuries. Happy Jack slept in one of the 2 rooms in the other house, the room that served as both a kitchen and a bedroom. When Lord Beresford was killed in a train wreck in 1906, his brother Lord Charles Beresford made the trip from England to the ranch, only long enough to wind up his brother's affairs. He left the land to the trusted foreman, Happy Jack Jackson. Jack is remembered for being quite a large man with a mustache and piercing blue eyes. His .45 Colt was always by his side, along with a Winchester that sat in his saddle. He spoke with salty sarcasm and quick wit, and despite the name, many of his best friends don't ever remember seeing Jack laugh. The corners of his mouth might have twitched, and his eyes may have sparkled, but never a snicker.